She said the relationship got really boring. She was a stay-at-home mom. All he did was work.
Cycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin.
But for my specific life goals, at 24,
please,
men that don't pay child support.
Because it's women like you who spread your legs with guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Why nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let anybody...
People talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you and you're talking over.
Dear, don't tell me you have to do a radio show. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need your help.
Oh, okay. Let me, can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? Mm-hmm. My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really? But why did you tolerate it for 2 years? Can you tell me why you tolerated being beaten for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, I agree with you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who beat you for 2 years? Imagine that. The guy is irresponsible.
Right.
He beat me for 2 years, and now that deadbeat doesn't pay.
So why is it my
There's
fault?
your big concern. Now we see why you're so upset about this. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support.
He didn't beat me until
you're still, you know what, dear? You were young and stupid. Now you're old and stupid. I mean, you're still stupid.
Oh, my God.
You are still stupid. You expect a guy who beat you for 2 years now to suddenly become responsible.
I cannot even believe
You're insane.
It is unbelievable.
You can't believe what?
I can't believe that you're still on the radio.
I'm on the radio because I'm right, and I'm on the radio because I've got millions of listeners. That's why.
Yeah, well, you've just lost one.
Dear, you're not the target demographic. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'll bet your husband would agree with me. I'll bet your ex-husband would really agree with me. She hung up.
As much as this is hilarious, it's also really frustrating and sad at the same time that she still isn't understanding what the host is trying to communicate to her. And just like most women in today's day and age, her taking zero accountability for her wrong decisions is nothing new.
A man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's good money. But for my specific life goals, at 24, with plenty of options and
plenty of options for what?
For dating.
And that means, man, the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about, not that kind of money. You may have a lot of options for dudes making, average money, but not for no man talking about $300,000-$400,000 a year. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not here in Atlanta.
Well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's cool. That's good money. But that's not enough money for me to say, I'm stopping what I'm doing and only your cares matter. What I want to do for my family, what my goals are.
This is a single woman. This is a dead woman walking. But the thing is, you're going to have to do all that because your attitude, your masculine energy is going to make sure you got to take care of yourself, because the man who has more money, or what you're talking about, won't even deal with you.
The fact that she can say with such confidence that $300K isn't good enough for her, or that she ain't taking care of a man if he earns that much, speaks volumes about her and her near future, and also how the man that chooses her will have a very tough task on his hand.
Y'all, imagine being married, asking for a divorce for a specific reason, and then regretting that later. Okay, so there was this woman on TikTok who made a video about her friend. So her and her friend went out recently, and her friend was married for 11 years to a man that she thought they were going to be together forever and ever and ever, because they were just a super cute couple. They had a really good dynamic, and they got along really well and never had crazy issues, right? So but she's now divorced and has been divorced for 3 years. And so she asks her, why did you end up, getting divorced? And she said, well, I am the one who asked for the divorce because I got bored. She said the relationship got really boring. She was a stay-at-home mom. All he did was work. And they were well off. So this guy is putting in a lot of hours and a lot of, work time, so that way they can live the comfortable life they were living, okay? He paying all the bills. So she said she got bored always being home, taking care of the kids, and not really having them time or doing like spontaneous fun stuff. Well, she would tell him about it, and he would try to take her out and try to do stuff, but it just felt like it wasn't enough, and it wasn't the same for her that, you know, like it used to be when you're in a fresh relationship. Well, it's been 11 years. Spice it up. You do something. Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her, and she's been dating for these past 3 years, and so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been, okay? And she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious. All they want to do is have fun, right? Club, bar, let's go out, let's do this, let's travel, let's do that. It's always go, and that is what she wanted in the beginning, but that's not what she wants now, 3 years later, right? So now she's like, I want to get serious with someone, and I want someone to help me with my kids and help me, and I don't know. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom again, okay? What she wanted was her old life that she chose to give up for some fun, temporary fun at that, right? So she left this good man for bull just to regret it. And he has been now in a relationship for 2 years of the 3 years they've been divorced. So a year he took to himself, then he found someone, and he's been with that person for 2 years. She has now moved in. She is now living the life that this woman once was living. And she herself has 2 kids, so he's helping her with her kids and his kids. And she's kind of like offended by that. Shorty, you gave him up. He got
So she hated how boring her life was and wanted to go out, have some fun, let the trains ran on her for some time. But at the end, what she really desired was the same boring life which she hated. And now she is watching another woman enjoy the same life she had, but threw away for some cheap fun, which is a great example of karma is a bitch.
Please, please, please.
So I saw something rather troubling today, and it was on this post right here. And that's not what was troubling. It was the most popular comment that happened to be on that video. Let's take a look at that. And unfortunately, it came as no surprise whatsoever of how popular that comment was. Over 6,000 people, in fact, almost 7,000 people liked that comment and apparently agree with that idea. And a person really has to ask themselves, what is wrong with a lot of people? Why would any person ever celebrate such a thing or encourage that in another human being? There is a serious disconnect out there with a lot of individuals in regards to reality and their humanity. And it is more important now than ever that men especially speak up about their mental health. It is very important because misandry is an ever-growing popular trend, and it is very real, and it does so much more than hurt feelings. But apparently, that's being celebrated. It's time we put